Islam and greetings, brothers and sisters, nephews and nieces. I am Prince Anael Bey, Divine Prince of the Divine Theocracy of the Moorish Science Temple of America through Temple Alhambra. This session, I'm going to teach you all some British real story and United States real story. Let's start with British real story. Now, if you'll remember, in a prior video, I gave you the origins of mankind. When our ancestors who created them took mercy on them because they began developing leprosy. And the leprosy was the result of overexposure to the sun in Peru, or South America, Peru specifically. What our ancestors did was they built, check that, the first thing our ancestors did was they warned the olive-skinned Muslims of Albion what was about to occur. What was about to occur was the transportation of the fairly newly created creature known as mankind. And mankind was about to be transported to Albion. The olive-skinned Muslims of Albion, they left because the new people were moving in. The apparatus for transporting mankind from Heru to Albion is still sitting at Amaru Muru in Peru. The creatures were all led to the portal, the entrance portal, and they were transported to Albion. The olive-skinned Muslim of Albion, they constructed the exit portal. The exit portal is now known as Stonehenge. That is where they all came out. It was an exit portal, Stonehenge was. When the last of the newly created creatures had come through the exit portal in Albion, a covenant was made between us and them. This is what makes the Albion British. The word Brit, B-R-I-T, means covenant with man. That would be us, their creators. That is what the word Brit means. Those who are British are Brit-like, as ish is a suffix meaning like. That is how they became British. That is how they became British. Because of the covenant that was made with us. The olive-skinned Asiatics, after the newly made mankind had all come through, they began dismantling the exit portal. The ancient Brits, they didn't know what was going on, and they certainly did not have the mental capacity to recreate or reconstruct the exit portal. And even if they did, they would not know how to activate it. One of the reasons they wouldn't have known how to activate it is because it is an exit portal. It has no on and off switch. All of that was controlled at Amaru Muru. The only thing that remains of that exit portal in Britain, that silly, useless pile of rocks, that is all that remains of the exit portal. Now, let's go to some United States history. Since the church sounded its war cry, which was Columbia, that is when the Europeans began coming. And get this, the Europeans, especially those from Britain, they came here, and they came under the pretext of getting out from under the tyrannical rule of a king. And that was part of the lie they told Uncle Ceedy when they came. That was part of the lie. And then, what do you know? A war begins to rage between the United States and Britain. Talk about a false flag war. Well, this was truly one of them. This was one of the firsts. Well, after Britain capitulated, and I mean that in all honesty, because there was no real war, neither side gave a second thought to the men whose lives they wasted and threw away for this charade known as the Revolutionary War. It was a charade, just like the plane attacks in New York on September 11th, 2001. It was a charade. And it is never a consideration as to how many lives are lost during these lies and charades. Well, after Britain capitulated, and it was, which means, for all intents and purposes, Britain just stopped fighting. Its job was done. It found its, the only other way I can put this is their co-conspirators, because it was a conspiracy established by the church in order to invade and ultimately conquer Greater Mauritania. At any rate, when the British stopped fighting, and it is stated that the United States won the Revolutionary War, then I'm here to tell you, no, it didn't, because there was no actual war. Now, let me explain to you what came out of the Revolutionary War. The only thing that truly came out of the Revolutionary War was a song. This song was made into a movie in the 1930s. I think it was the 1930s or 40s. I'm almost sure it was the 30s. It starred a great song and dance man. The title of the movie is the exact same title of the song, which came from Britain. The name of that song was Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle Dandy is a slur. It's actually a derisive term aimed at the colonists who put up that fake fight in order to demonstrate to Uncle Seedy that we really don't want to be under British rule. What a lie. If that is the case, if they really didn't want to be under British rule, why is the United States and America under Admiralty law? Because you see, Britain extended the normal limits. It used to be, 3 miles? Now it's 12 miles, the 12-mile limit. Well, if the staters didn't want to be under British rule, why is it and America, why were they put under Admiralty law? Under Admiralty law, when you walk into a courtroom, you are no longer on the land. And when a judge gavels down on you, what you don't know is you are being tried in some shire somewhere in England. You're being tried in England. You're not being tried here. And that is why they continue to tell you, get a lawyer. Because that lawyer works for the British Arbitration Registry. They don't care about you. Only the beast that allows them to continue to fuck over you. That is who their loyalty is to, not you. Any rate, getting back to Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle Dandy is a slur. And this slur is now a popular song. Yankee Doodle, if you remember the song or if you sing the song and you pay attention to the words, what you are hearing are the Brits denigrating the staters. That is what you hear in Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. You see, because the inference here is that the staters are neither developed nor mature enough to ride a full-grown horse. So Yankee Doodle goes to town on a pony. And he's so stupid, he sticks a feather in his cap and called that feather macaroni. Do you not see the derisiveness and the outright joke that was being made of the staters, the colonists? Because that is what Yankee Doodle means. And Yankee Doodle was a dandy. And if you know what a dandy is another term for sissy. And I'm a Yankee Doodle boy. That's it. Like, subscribe, share, and peace.